Hey everybody, it's Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss journey and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. So I wanted to make a follow-up video to my last video where somebody had left me a not so kind comment, and of course I made a video about it because, well, just because. So I just wanted to make two things perfectly clear. Number one, there is a huge difference between leaving a nasty comment, right, and having a respectful disagreement. And I just want to say that I thoroughly enjoyed the comments on that video. If you were one of the people who disagreed with me, I have come on here to tell you that I love you and you made some really great points. And I love that you did it so respectfully, so thoughtfully. That is the kind of comment that I love to see. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, right? I mean, that would make for a pretty boring world. Not to mention, we learn by being exposed to new ideas and differing ideas and, putting ourselves in the shoes of others and trying to understand their experiences. So I don't take issue with that at all. So if you were one of the people who commented on that video and you were like, hey, I hope I don't get on your bad side, but I don't agree with you, it's okay. It's totally okay. And I love that there were comments where people didn't agree with me and they were so thought out. Like, I just can't tell you how much I love that, because I don't have any problem with somebody who doesn't agree with something that I've said. I understand that I can be very direct, and that's not for everybody, right? And that's okay. I don't take issue with that. What I take issue with is when people are nasty, or they're trying to take a jab at you, or they're being backhanded, or they're spreading misinformation, right? That is where it becomes problematic. So I don't have any problem with taking criticism. Perfect example. When I first started this channel, I have another channel where I talk more about canine nutrition. And on that channel, I make a lot of videos that have music playing in the background, right? Because there are scenes where you're just watching dogs run around, right? It's not really exciting, so I select music to play. So naturally, when I started this channel, I started to include music. And I received a couple of comments from people saying, hey, I'm listening from earbuds and the music is just way too loud. And I was like, oh no. So I went back and looked at the videos, and I had the volume on the music very, very low at like 18% out of 100. And I was like, okay, so if it goes any lower than that, you're not going to hear it anyway. So I just stopped adding the music, right? Because there were quite a few comments and people were very kind. And they were like, hey, just so you know, this is really loud when you're listening to it on earbuds. And I was like, I would have never have known that if somebody didn't tell me, right? I didn't take it as like a personal attack against me. And they actually helped me, but they were kind about it, right? Another great example, this is a more recent one. There was an individual who posted, who commented on my video about the Blue Cross Blue Shield issue where the insurance company is making all of these people jump through hoops And one of the things that she mentioned was that I did not make it clear enough that I was talking about Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. And I hadn't thought about that when I was making the video, right? Because I'm trying to relay as much information as possible. I'm trying to make people aware, right, that this is happening. And so I went back and looked at it and I was like, you know what? I mean, I did put the actual form on the screen where it showed Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, but she was right. I could have done a better job at being more clear and explaining that while there is a larger corporation of Blue Cross Blue Shield, that each individual state, right, can have various varieties, and those state policies can change, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect all of them. And I agree with her. I think that I could have done a better job at making it clear that I was talking about Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. And so to correct that, the next time I mentioned it, I made sure to reiterate that it was of Michigan, right? But her comments were so thought out and so kind, and she was just relaying information. And that's really the difference that I love to see, right? Because we need to be able to have conversations about GLP-1 medications, about challenges that we're having with insurance companies, about shortages, about everything, in order to better support each other. But the key is that these people, while they may not have agreed with me or they didn't like something that I did, they didn't take it as an opportunity to attack me, right, or say something crappy. And there's just really no reason to. So I love the comments on that video. Thank you to everyone who commented. There were a ton of people that really love when I do those. Thankfully, I am very lucky that I have not been hit with a ton of really harsh comments from people. And I know that it's just going to be a matter of time. The more, as a content creator, the more your materials are pushed out to people, the more hate you get. And it's just the luck of the draw. It's just the way it works. And I'm okay with that. Because when people leave crappy comments, then I make a video about it. So, but I don't ever want anyone to feel like if they don't like one of my videos or they don't agree with something that I said, that they can't disagree with me or say something in the comments. You absolutely can. And people disagree with me all the time, and that's okay. And I think people have lost kind of that ability to take a step back and say, hey, I don't agree with what you're saying. Here are my viewpoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But not turn it into an attack. And it's very easy to fall into that mindset, especially when you're, behind a keyboard, you're just a username, you don't have anything tied to it, you're not talking to somebody face to face. It's very easy to fall into that, people have a bad day, all of those things. I want you to know that Kevin is biting my foot right now. Kevin, you're getting crazy. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Kevin, why are you looking at me crazy? Why are you crazy? You better not. You better. Stop. Okay, let me talk. Okay, I'm gonna have to take him outside and throw the frisbee because he's decided to wake up from his nap and get amped up. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who commented on that video, whether you agreed with me or not. I still think that you are absolutely fantastic. And you know, hopefully we can have more healthy debates in the future because, like I said, there were some people that brought up some very, very good points, and it really got me thinking, and I love that. So thank you for that. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're having a great time, and as always, be kind, rewind.